This AI tool can make you $1,000 per day with almost no work. Or so they say. This tool is the talk of the town, the belle of the ball, and the star of the show. Of course, I am talking about ChatGPT, and so is everyone else. ChatGPT is a state-of-the-art AI tool, and it's going to change everything. And the cool part is it's packaged into a chat box that anyone can use. It can output a ton of content in just a matter of seconds, all while sounding surprisingly human.
Hasta la vista, baby.
I'm on to you, ChatGPT. And if you've been on YouTube recently, you'd see that everyone and their mom is apparently making mountains of cash with it. But maybe it's not all fantasy. One really cool example that I found is using ChatGPT to make courses to sell on a platform like Udemy. Udemy is like Teachable or Skillshare in that it's an online course platform where people can learn a variety of topics. You can learn everything from how to create a website, to beginner photography, to creating and writing your first iPhone app. Okay, but how is that an opportunity? Well, look at this. The top creators of online courses about stock trading on Udemy are making upwards of $12,000 to $13,000 per month. But those are just rookie numbers.
I gotta pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers in this racket.
The top course creators creating content about Microsoft Excel on Udemy are making upwards of $50,000 per month. Microsoft Excel. What? So I had to check this out for myself. Let's make that AI money, baby. Daddy wants a new Bugatti and Skynet's gonna pick up that bill. So how do you use ChatGPT to make thousands of dollars with online courses on Udemy? Well, the first step is to research your topic for your course. If we jump here into the Marketplace Insight section of Udemy, we can type in a course topic idea. So let's try travel photography, and we can see the median monthly revenue of $35 per month and the top monthly revenue of $96 per month, which tells me that this is not a great course topic to try out. It's a very low paying one. Let's try investing, because that's always lucrative, right? And yes, the median monthly revenue is lower than with the photography one, but I think that's due to just so many courses on here. But the top monthly revenue is $9,595, which means the high end of this topic, this niche, is much, much higher and more attractive. Now we need to come up with a name for our course. So I'm gonna call this course an Introduction to Investing for Beginners. And then we can load up our little artificially intelligent pal ChatGPT. And we can go down here to where the prompt is, and we can start giving it some prompts. Now, ChatGPT works best with good prompts, very descriptive prompts. So I'm gonna write one out to get a response. I'm gonna say, write an outline for an online course called Introduction to Investing for Beginners. And then we're gonna hit enter. And look at that, pure unadulterated magic. And congrats, the hardest part of creating an online course is done. This is course creation on easy mode. Now that we have our outline for the entire course, we can start expanding these points. So I'll scroll back up to the top, and I'm gonna skip over the intro for right now. I'm gonna go to the second section, the basics of investing. And we're gonna start with this first prompt of what is investing? Let's start with that lesson. So we'll type into ChatGPT here, what is investing? Question mark. And there we go. There's a response. So we can say, thanks, Murderbot. Well, maybe I won't call it a Murderbot to its face. But we can actually reply to that prompt it just gave us. Let's say we wanted to add a little bit more personality. We can say, rewrite that with some humor. ChatGPT says that investing is like gambling, but with less neon lights and more spreadsheet analysis. Ha ha ha, ChatGPT. You're such a funny one. And now what you would do is you just keep going all the way through the entire outline. Every single one of these just have ChatGPT expand it out into a full paragraph so you can create an entire course out of this. Okay, well, how do we turn these outputs into a video though for the online course? Well, that part can be done with AI as well. I found this cool tool called Lumen 5 where you copy and paste your script into it and it spits out a finished video more or less using AI. So let's hit new video here. I'm gonna choose this very first theme. We're gonna use this template. I'm gonna come back over here to ChatGPT. I'm going to use this less funny, more dry prompt just for the sake of this video. Come back here, I'm going to paste it on this left side and say convert to video. And just like that, it has spit out a video with all that text and cool B-roll backgrounds. Each section of this text is its own section of the video. And now the next part is pretty cool. We can actually record our own voiceover for this section of the online course video. Right here in the app, so we hit record your own voiceover. We hit this record button. Investing is the process of using your money to purchase financial instruments or other assets in the hopes of generating income or capital gains. And you get the idea, and then it will generate a voiceover based on that recording. It will then process that and add it to the video. And then what you're going to do is rinse and repeat the process. Each time you finish a section, you publish it, you export the video file for later upload to Udemy. And then once you upload the entire course to Udemy and fill out the rest of the details and hit publish, you're done. Congratulations, you just created a course. $50,000 is being transferred to your PayPal as we speak. Just kidding, I wish it was that easy. That is undoubtedly amazing. You can do that. AI is currently melting some faces, but the real question is, what will this look like in 5 or 10 years? However, even though that is really cool, it might not actually be all that easy to generate a ton of money with little to no work like that. You can do exactly what I showed you. And if you happen to choose the right topic and do a good enough job on the course, you could make some money. However, I have my doubts that you'll be making $1,000 per day with this method unless you just output a ton of courses or you just get really lucky. First, let's talk fees. Like all platforms, Udemy does not work for free. Depending on how people find your course on their platform, you could receive as little as 30% of the revenue split. And this is probably why you see so many course creators spamming their feed with their courses. They want as much traffic as possible so they can maximize their revenue. Unfortunately, this also means that quality suffers. It seems to me that the overall strategy on Udemy is quantity over quality for most people. I mean, some of these courses look like grandpa's first ever PowerPoint. But that's just one part of the equation. You have to factor in how much time it takes to create these courses. Even with your sweet little AI helper, it's still going to take you hours. Before I made this video, I watched a bunch of videos of people who create courses for Udemy to see how much they're making. On the low end, some people are making as little as $30 or $40 per month. And on the high end, at least what I've seen on YouTube, they could be making a few hundred or even a few $1,000s per month. And those creators who are making the more substantial numbers, I doubt they did it all overnight using an AI chatbot. But there is still one more thing to consider, which is the actual capabilities of ChatGPT. ChatGPT is not connected to the internet for its answering questions abilities and its research abilities. It's operating from a fixed database. And this database uses information only up until the year of 2021, so its information is already technically out of date. Plus, ChatGPT isn't exactly writing best-selling novels either. Well, maybe airport paperbacks. Yes, it is amazing how high quality the outputs can be for a bot, but they are often still on the little bit more generic side and lacking some personality. You can dress it up a bit and give some prompts so it adds in a bit of personality, but I still find it's lacking that personal touch that makes good content shine. So, to me at least, ChatGPT isn't the killer app yet, but rather it's an incredible tool to augment your own abilities. So what would I do differently to get the most out of these tools? Well, what I would do is I would use ChatGPT plus my own brain power instead of relying on these tools 100% to do the job. So let's talk about how I think you could earn $1,000 per day or more. Well, first off, there is no shortage of low quality courses on a platform like Udemy. So I think one of the best ways you can stand out on a platform like that is with quality. If you can create courses that blow all the other ones out of the water in terms of quality, and you do that in bulk, so you make a bunch of these because you're using AI to dramatically reduce the amount of writing work required, then you could win big with this strategy. Basically, the advantage here is this: you are offsetting so much of the writing workload to AI that you have way more time to pop out even more quality courses. And as I mentioned earlier on Udemy, it seems that the creators who output the most make the most courses end up winning. So the killer combo here is saving tons of time with these AI tools, but also still putting in lots and lots of effort in the actual course creation. And yes, this is more time up front if you're not relying 100% on AI, but once the content is created, on the tail end, it all becomes passive. It's also probably worth noting that this isn't something where you can just create a single course or two and then start rolling in cash, even if you put in the extra effort to make them super high quality. As with most things online, this will take time to build up and see results. You also need to stay flexible and learn as you go, because you might not find your best niche or strategy until you've created several courses of your own. Watch this video if you want to see even more ways to earn money on the side. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.